Here's a quick video just to serve as a reminder of how dative of the possessor works. We'll take it from the beginning. Here's a simple sentence. Puer est nauta. Puer is the subject, nauta predicate nominative because est is a copulative verb. The boy is a sailor. This sentence is the answer to a question like, what is the boy? In Latin you would answer, puer est nauta. How about this sentence? Since est comes first, it indicates simple existence. Puer is still the subject. So est puer is like a boy exists, or there is a boy. As if you're answering the question, I thought this room was empty, but look, est puer. How about this sentence? Puer gladium habet. Puer is still the subject. Gladium, you can tell by the form, is the accusative, and therefore the direct object of habet. The boy has a sword. It's as though this sentence is answering the question, who has a sword? Puer gladium habet, or what does the boy have? Puer gladium habet. Or if you want to emphasize the direct object even more, you can put it in front. You can tell it's still the direct object because the form is still accusative of gladium and nominative on puer. What does the boy have? Gladium puer habet. Take a look at these three examples. Is there a sword? Who possesses the sword? What if I want to answer these questions, both at the same time? How would I do it? I answer the first question by saying est gladius. Is there a sword? Est gladius. Yes, a sword exists. There is a sword. Who possesses the sword? Puero est gladius. What is puero? The case is dative, and the syntax is dative of the possessor. How do you normally translate a dative? To or for. So this dative of the possessor is something like, to the boy, est gladius, there is a sword. But that doesn't sound great in English, so there's a better way to translate it. The boy has a sword. But the problem there is, you translate puer gladium habet, the boy has a sword, and puero est gladius, as the boy has a sword. So what's the difference? The difference is in emphasis in Latin. In Latin, it's as if you're answering the question, who has a sword? The answer would be puer gladium habet. If you were trying to answer the questions, is there a sword? Or who has what? You would answer puero est gladius. You didn't know that a sword existed before, and you're finding out that the boy has it at the same time. So, just to recap, is there a sword? Who has what? Puero est gladius. But what about the sentence below? Pueri est gladius. Pueri, the genitive of possession, gladius still the subject, but what's the difference? This one translates to something more like, the sword is the boy's. As if you were asking the question, whose sword is this? Pueri est gladius. You try it. Do the farmer has a daughter, and we're going to do it in two different ways. First, use habeo. The farmer is going to be the subject. Has is the verb habeo. It's third person singular present active indicative. A daughter is the direct object, and therefore accusative and singular. So the farmer, agricola, daughter, filiam, has habet. Subject, object, verb is the preferred word order. Now try the farmer has a daughter using a dative of the possessor. Ask yourself the following questions. Who is the possessor? Or in this case, who has a daughter? Answer, the farmer has a daughter. So the farmer is going to be the possessor. The farmer will be dative. So it'll translate to something like, to the farmer. The verb here will be a form of be exist, not have. So you can ask yourself then, who? What exists? That'll be the subject. A daughter exists. There is a daughter. So daughter is going to be subject nominative. In other words, this is the English sentence you want to actually translate using the dative of the possessor. To the farmer, there is a daughter. Here's how we go. To the farmer, dative of possession, dative of the possessor, singular. There is going to be sum, a daughter, subject nominative singular, agricolae, est, philia. Here's some more examples. Who has a daughter? What Latin sentence would best answer this question? Agricola filiam habet. What would best answer this question? Is anyone there? Est filia. There is a daughter. Whose sword is this? Pueri est gladius. The sword is the boy's. What does the boy have? Puero est gladius. The boy has a sword. There is a sword, and the boy has it. What does the farmer have? Agricolae est filia. That's Dative the Possessor in a nutshell.